Good morning. So, what are natural consequences when we're talking about raising children with a PDA profile of autism? Natural consequences would be, I'll give you some specific examples. So, when I was growing up, in the winter time, I would go out without a jumper on because fitting in with my peers was something I was profoundly anxious about. So I would go out in the winter with thin shirts on, and every time I saw my grandmother, she would say, if you don't wear a jumper, you are going to get pneumonia. And I would think to myself, oh yeah, but people say things like that all the time, doesn't mean it will happen. And then one day, lo and behold, I ended up in hospital with pneumonia. And who knows, it probably wasn't because I wasn't wearing jumpers, but that was the natural consequence that I needed to understand that I really should be wearing a jumper when I leave the house in the winter. So when I took my 5-year-old to kinder at the beginning of this winter, she refused to wear a jacket when playing outside. And no matter what I said or how I said it, the refusal to wear the jacket was just not going to budge. So I had to allow her the experience of playing outside without a jacket. Now, yes, that could have meant she would get sick. Getting sick might be a cold, a sore throat, a sore ear, whatever it is. That would be a natural consequence of not wearing a coat or a jacket. Another consequence is that she would be absolutely freezing and grossly uncomfortable, which is what happened, and now she wears a jacket outside. The difficulty in allowing our children to have natural consequences, particularly for parents in Western countries, is that generations before us have raised us with parenting approaches that involve authority and control and demanding or commanding a certain level of respect and submissiveness and compliance. And these approaches will actually feed the anxiety in relation to PDA or pathological demand avoidance, and our children will dig their heels in even more and become even more demand avoidant if we attempt to parent them in those ways. So because we've been parented this way, it takes a lot for us to undo and unlearn those approaches when we are parenting our children. We have this great need to control the outcome because, let's face it, we want to protect and care for our children, and we don't want them to suffer or to feel upset. We find that really uncomfortable. The challenge for us as adults and parents is being willing to sit with the discomfort that comes with allowing our children to experience the world in whatever way they need to be able to learn what they need to learn. Now, the thing with our PDA children is that many of them are autodidactic. That means that they are self-led in their learning, and really it also means that they are experiential learners. So they need experience to solidify and apply real-world learning. So no amount of us talking, no reasoning is going to teach them the most important lessons that they need to learn. And again, the more we dig our heels in, the more we give them constructed consequences like punishments, or now you won't be going to visit your friend, or now I'm going to take your phone for a week. This feeds demand avoidant profiles of autism. So again, it's about us learning new ways and letting go of our need for control and authority. And that's the greater challenge for us. I think also the greater challenge for us is that we can tend to be really wrapped up in being concerned with what others think of us. And if you have family members or friends or professionals, therapists, educators who believe that you may be feeding your child's anxiety or that you are responsible for your children's challenges, that is grossly difficult to deal with. I would encourage you as a parent to trust in your intuition, to allow your child to lead your learning around what they need, because the thing with our PDA kids as well is that they know what they need. They are extremely intelligent. So the difficulty is, again, unlearning conventional parenting approaches and sitting with our own discomfort. If you have any questions or if there's anything else that I can address, please drop a note in the comments, send me an email. I hope this has been helpful and I hope you have a great day.